Hey, what's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard Sports Media coming at you live on a Sunday afternoon. I need to get some blinds in here. The sunlight kills me when it reflects and it's a glare. But I hope everyone's doing great. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Hope church was good. If you do go to church, if you don't, Jesus still loves you. But hope everyone's doing great. Hey, we just started the college football season. I'm going to drop the link. I wanted to just kind of hang out with you guys today. Maybe we could look at week 2 or week 1. It's still technically week 1. Look at week 1 of the college football season. My prediction for Alabama, Utah State. I'm probably I might put it together tonight. I don't know. I gotta hurry up and put it together because I got school this week and everything. I gotta make that a priority. Use the weekends, something like a Sunday, for recording big time video. I don't want to get it out like I want to get those out on Fridays. The tidal wave talk, which if you aren't familiar with it, I can go ahead. I'm going to play the intro to it, and I'll throw up the thumbnail for it too. So. Hi, baby, let's Yeah, so there's that, and then I got the thumbnail for it right here. I like that thumbnail. I think it's great. I like the intro too. But yeah, so I'm gonna record that this week. I might even record it tonight. I don't know if I find time to record it and get it together. We'll see. I got to put notes together and everything. I'm at least going to get started on the notes for the video because I want to do this. I want to knock it out of the park. This tidal wave talk. Like, it sounds kind of, I don't know if I want to say it sounds dumb. I don't know if I want to say that. I don't know what it sounds like. So some people, they might be like, tidal wave talk, what the hell is he talking about? Like, what's going on? But I'm going to pull it off. I'm going to make it work. So Tidal Wave Talk is going to premiere this upcoming Friday, and I think I'm going to premiere them every Friday night at 5 Eastern time, maybe 6 Eastern time. What's up, Sorgi? How you doing, bro? We'll see. But I dropped the StreamYard link. Again, we're doing a Hangout, and if you guys want to come in, you can. Chess Hall just got back on YouTube. We're going to do the Unprofessional Sports Show tomorrow. We're going to do it Monday nights instead. Let me text Chess real quick. Let's see if we can get him in here. We'll see if we can get him in. I don't know. Well, what's up, Sorgy Stories? How you doing, bro? It's good to see you. I dropped the StreamYard link. Anybody's welcome on. I like this picture here. And shout out to Sea Dog too, man. Really great, really great guy. Good meeting him. Let's see what Chess says. Chess says he'll come comment. Okay, that's cool. That's cool, bud. But season 5 of the Unprofessional Sports Show, we're going to retire this one as Chess Hall's made his return. And I'm completely okay with that because this right here, this is dope. This is pretty cool. I think what we'll do, we're going to rotate and we're going to alternate channels like we did before. I'm actually going to come in here. I want to show you guys what Chess made. Hold on. Give me 1 second. So give me 1 second here. We'll upload, overlay. Let's see. Can we get this on? Got a lot of files. Dang, hold on. All right. Here we go. This is what Chess made. Nice. I like it. I love it. I like the other one that I made too. I don't know. We'll use it at some point. We can definitely use that. But this right here, I told him this is dope. I love it, man. That is awesome. I'm excited for it. So catch the Unprofessional Sports Show on TikTok Chess Hall's channel tomorrow night, featuring obviously TikTok Chess Hall and myself. And we're going to look at this week's games. We're going to have fun. We're going to preview them. So I'm just, dude, I'm pumped up. I'm excited and I'm ready to go. It's going to be great. Catch it tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And we hope to see you over there on TikTok Chess Hall. So. Whenever we come down to Atlanta, I want to meet up with everybody. I'd like to meet you too, Sorgi. I'd like to meet everybody for sure. Brock, what's up, bro? Roll Tide. Good to see you. There we go. We got that off the screen. So yeah, we're just kind of hanging out this afternoon. If anyone wants to come in, you can click the StreamYard link and come on in and we can talk some college football. It doesn't even have to be college football. We can just talk about life in general. How you doing? You know? Let me see. I want to get some preview videos out for some of these games. So let me think about this. I gotta think long and hard. Alabama, Utah State is going to be on Tidal Wave Talk. So I'm not going to do that one. Let me see what other games there are that we could look at. We could look at some state games, and I can upload those later. So let's do this. There's a couple interesting games. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. I know Okay, can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me, because the computer was acting up just a bit. So 27, 23, maybe. Which one? Let me see. Which one is that? Oh, that's the Pitt West Virginia rivalry. I'm an idiot. All right. So that's the backyard brawl. What's up, Jerry? Vandy came out swinging the second half. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't live completely for that game, man. I was exhausted. I was getting tired. I had to shut it off, man. I just needed some rest. But yeah. All right. What's up, Paxton? What's up, Jerry? What's up, Sorgy? What's up, Brock? I dropped the StreamYard link. Anyone's welcome on if you guys want to. Let me make a banner for this. Yard Brawl. Pitt versus West Virginia. Preview in all caps. All right. College football is back officially, and we're looking at some week one matchups. Want to get started here this afternoon with the backyard brawl between Pitt and West Virginia, two very historic and iconic programs who have had some good success in recent years, ups and downs. It seems like Pitt is more so going in a good direction, more so than West Virginia is. But you look at this game here, going to be September 1st this Thursday night at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. The spread is already put out. Pitt has a 78.1, count it, 78% chance to win this football game. Very historic rivalry. The spread is 7. The over-under is 51. This is a historic rivalry. They call it the backyard brawl. And so it is called one of the best rivalries in college football. One of the best rivalries in college football. Pitt is currently ranked at number 17. West Virginia is not ranked. But does that matter? That's okay. I mean, look, does it matter who's ranked or who's not? No. It's the first game for both of these teams, and we're going to find out a lot about these teams. What's the defense going to look like? What is the the offense is, how are they going to look? How's Keaton Slovis going to do coming in from USC going to Pitt? What about JT Daniels, in West Virginia? Um, this game, by the way, is sold out. It was sold out 3 weeks ago. You never know what you're going to get in this type of rivalry. And so it this could be something very special. This is special in college football. I'm having a little trouble here. I'll say this. I like Pitt this year. I don't know about them winning the Coastal. I like them to get off to a good start. Do I like West Virginia? I think West Virginia is going to be okay, not great. When you look at West Virginia's schedule, they open on Pitt. They play teams like Kansas and Townsend. They could go to a 3-0 start before they go play on the road in Blacksburg against Virginia Tech. Then they got teams like Texas and Baylor. It just gets harder and harder as the season goes on if you're West Virginia. Both of these teams lost their respective bowl games, West Virginia to Minnesota, and Pitt to Michigan State last year. This is a big game. West Virginia has a 22% chance to win. Pittsburgh has a 79% chance to win. 78, I should say. It's by 7 in favor of Pitt. I think Pittsburgh and Pat Narduzzi, I just think is the better program right now. I think West Virginia is really, really young. I think that they just have a lot of young talent, not bad talent, just young talent. When you look at their roster, you had Letty Brown last year was the running back, over 1,000 yards rushing, which is really, really good, but not the best in college football. They did have a good run game. They fed him the ball quite a bit. Last year, and I would expect them to rely on the run game this year. They don't have Letty Brown. He's out. They got to find a new running back, and it's either a sophomore or a freshman as Letty Brown has moved on. They got Tony Mathis. They got Justin Johnson. They got Marquand Rucker. They got Jeremiah Aaron. They got a couple different options that they could go to at running back at West Virginia. I think JT Daniels is going to be the quarterback. You look at the returning weapons on offense. You got Bryce Ford Wheaton. You got Sam James who comes back. You have let's look at some other guys. Preston Fox. You have, Bryce Ford Wheaton, I mentioned. Michael Evans is a freshman. CJ Cole is a freshman. Nick Maher is a freshman from Pittsburgh. They have a lot of young talent. They lost a lot. Guys have gone to the NFL. Guys have transferred, as I mentioned. They did lose Letty Brown, the running back. They lost Isaiah Esdale. So West Virginia's got a lot of pieces to replace on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know. The Big 12 is an offensive league. Pitt is the ranked team. They're also the home team. I think Pitt's going to win the game. That's for certain. The over-under is 51. I don't know about the over-under in this game. The line favors Pittsburgh by a touchdown. I could get that. That makes plenty of sense to me. So uh, I don't know. I think Pitt takes a step back. I think the offenses will be okay. I think the quarterback play is going to be fine. Keon Slovis versus JT Daniels, right? If we're going off transfers and starters, um, the quarterback battle is going to be interesting in this game. The offenses will be good. They got some weapons in receiver. I'm going to say an offensive game. I'm going to say a shootout down to the wire. This is a rivalry where anything can happen. I'm going to say Pitt gets it done, though. I'd say 41-37. Could we see that? And I'll get you in a minute, Brock Watson. I see you in the back room. Just hold on. You know, there could be some good offenses and high-flying football through the air on this next Thursday here in 4 days. I think that this is going to be a packed house. It's going to be a big crowd. It's in Pittsburgh. It favors Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was the better team last year. I think could be a better team than West Virginia this year. Now, does that mean okay, take this. West Virginia can win this game and Pittsburgh can still be a better team this year, right? West Virginia could absolutely go out and win this game. The spread's only 7. The over-under is 51. It's a rivalry game. You got two talented offenses that could go and put up big-time numbers through the air, especially, I think. So I like Pitt to win, but don't sleep on West Virginia in this game. This could be very, very interesting, and I think that it could come down to the wire, be a shootout. I think both of these teams know what's at stake in this rivalry on Thursday, and I think both teams will be well prepared and ready to go to give us good quality football. So, roll Tide, Brock. How you?
Roll Tide. I got a question. What was West Virginia's record last season? Do you know? That's what I would go. That's what I would go by, really, because I know
think they
Pitt
were
lost
like
a lot.
were they like 5-7, something like that?
And Pitt was what, like 11 or 10 or something, 11 or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, Pitt was like 11-2 or 11 and something, 11-3.
Made a New Year's Six ball.
Yeah, I know they won more than 10 games last year, right? Pitt did.
So West Virginia went 6-6, made a bowl game and lost it.
Oh wow! No, I'm gonna pick Pitt to win this game. I think Pitt gets it. Yeah, I think Pitt will get it done, and I think it's gonna be I don't think it's gonna be as close as you predicting, but I think they win by at least a touchdown. That's what I would say. At least 10 points. 7 to 10 points. I think they get out of there. But I want your take on what the guy said on the first take. I don't know if you know. I think his last name's Russo. He's an older white guy. He said that Nick Saban's not the best coach, and he said the Notre Dame coach back in the 1930s or 40s is the best coach to ever do it. A Notre Dame coach from like before our time, and he only won 2 national championships, and Nick Saban's won 6. So I don't understand how he says he's better than Nick Saban.
Yeah, I don't know, man. All I'll say is this: is that, and I don't say this like I am an Alabama fan, but I'm not saying it out of Bama bias or anything. you don't have to be an Alabama fan to know that Nick Saban is the greatest coach in history. Look at
That's
where the
common damn sense. I mean, look at
yeah.
his record.
Well,
Holy
look at
shit.
well, yeah, but also look at where the program was before he got there, and even his first year when we went like 7-6 or 6-6 or something like that.
Yeah, he
Maybe
turned the whole program around. That's crazy.
he lost to ULM in his first season. 2 years later, took the tie to a national championship. That's just the start of it. Oh, okay, he won a championship. 2 years later, wins another, goes back to back. He has basically made he's made like what, 8 of the last 12. He's won 6 of them.
Well, he's
Something like 9 of the
I
last 12.
think he's 7 in the last 8 appearances he's made. In the last 8 years, he's made 7 appearances in the doggone playoffs and in the national championships. 7 out of 8 times that he's been 7 out of 8.
Yeah.
Come on. You talking freaking genius coach, man. And he's the best recruiter. Like, come on. How the hell do you put a Notre Dame coach from back when this guy's been dead? He coached back in 1930 something. You know what I'm saying? So I forgot the dude's name, but Stephen A. Smith, he just had a premiere about it on Touchdown Alabama, and he was showing the stats. Nick Saban's compared to this guy that Russo said he's better than Nick Saban, and I'm like, what? And then another thing, that ain't all. You got doggone Desmond Howard thinks Texas A&M is going to win a national championship this year.
Yeah.
On ESPN. He's predicting them to go and win a national championship, Texas A&M. And he doesn't have Georgia, Alabama, or Ohio State in the playoffs this year. None of those teams. Desmond Howard, he is delusional, and that other guy is delusional. Russo, whatever his name is, on First Take, they're delusional, man. I don't know what the hell they're thinking, but they got the Desmond Howard has Michigan, Texas A&M, Pitt, Michigan, and Baylor.
The only one so for anybody that missed this, they were given their playoff takes on College Game Day, which makes sense. It's that time of year. It's college football season. Desmond Howard, I got a lot of respect for, or I did. Well, I don't really have disrespect because of this. I just thought it was
stupid,
mind-boggling. I just thought it was mind-boggling. Texas A&M, Pittsburgh, Michigan, and Baylor. The only one of those 4 I could get behind that could make it. I mean, I could see Baylor winning the Big 12 and making it. I think the Big 12 is up for grabs. But he chose Texas A&M over Alabama and Georgia. He chose Michigan over Ohio State. He chose Pittsburgh out of a weak ACC conference. Over Clemson.
My God.
Make it make sense.
That is crazy, bro. I mean, he doesn't even have an SEC team in the playoffs.
Yes, he does.
Do you know that hasn't happened in so long, bro? That is not finna fucking happen. That is not finna happen.
I will correct you on one thing. He does have Texas A&M. They are in the SEC, but
Texas A&M. I forgot, but Texas A&M. How are they going to go 8-4 last year and all of a sudden go all the way this year? I don't see that. I'm sorry.
But
you're going from 8-4.
Look at what Joe Burrow did. See, I do believe after what LSU did a few years ago that it could at any moment be anybody's year, but I draw a line at a certain extent. It's not going to be 4 teams' year in 2022. You know what I'm saying? It might be one
Right.
of those. You could probably get one of those. You're not getting all 4. Come on. There's still going to be a Bama. There's still going to be an Ohio State or a Georgia or whoever.
That's crazy as hell. I mean, I understand. You feel like Texas A&M. I think he really put that because Alabama lost to A&M. And I guess he feels like Alabama's going to lose to A&M again.
Does he forget
Dude,
history?
A&M is not going to beat Alabama in fucking Tuscaloosa. Anybody that thinks that shit is a delusional, dumbass college football fan. If you really fucking think that Texas A&M is finna come at Bryant-Denny Stadium and beat the number 1 team in the nation, you stupid. You're damn delusional, man. I mean, do you think ESPN put Alabama in number 1 in AP poll for no fucking reason? If they didn't know that what Nick Saban is about and that Alabama is a turnaround team,
Yeah.
Alabama, when they have a young team like that, they never win it on the first year. It's always the second year, and that same quarterback come back the next year and whoop ass. And you got all these people doubting Nick Saban and Alabama like no respect for the University of Alabama, man. Like, have some fucking respect for the GOAT that this got college football where it is today. And I'm not Ballard. I'm not here to preach to your live. I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah.
Nick Saban has gotten disrespected all off season. All season. I've seen nothing but disrespect coming from college football fans, doggone Georgia fans, all these fans out here. Even ESPN and First Take, you disrespect Nick Saban. Paul Feinbaum, you disrespect Nick Saban. If Nick Saban said it was a fucking rebuilding year, don't you think he knows it's a rebuilding year? He knows what he had on that team when they beat Ohio State in 2020. Alabama lost so much that year, and they had to rebuild. Alabama took a big hit. They had a new quarterback last year. Bryce Young was his first start. He wins the fucking Heisman. Come on, man. 47 touchdowns. 40, almost 5,000 yards he threw for. And they still won the SEC championship. Still beat Georgia. So, come on. And you know what? Kirk, the ESPN guy, Kirk Herbstreit, or whatever his name is, he said that he knows that Alabama's going to be the team to beat this year. Because he said Nick Saban has done it time and time again. That second year, he brings back that same team with the same fucking coaches. They win it all that every single time that they do that shit. Nick Saban does it.
Let me ask you this. Obviously, Alabama there. Who would your 4 be right now? I know we just started the season, but if the season ended today, what 4 teams do you think will make it?
Well, I got Alabama 1. I got I'm not sold on Georgia yet. Because I think it's going to come down, like I said, to Stetson Bennett winning with his arm in a shootout this year, because that defense is not going to be elite like they think it's going to be. And I know Kirby Smart is a defensive genius, but it's not going to happen, Georgia fans. And if any college football fan thinks that, you're delusional too, because it's not going to fucking happen. and I'm sorry to say, but I'm not sold on Georgia.
Okay.
Even though they had the best tight end room, I'm not sold on Georgia. So I got Alabama, Clemson, because they have supposed to have the best defense in the country. I think they can make a push to the playoffs if DJ is better, or they put in Klubnik. I think they'll have a great chance. Their schedule is pretty fucking easy, if you ask me. Clemson has a cupcake schedule. I think Alabama, Clemson. I got I think possibly Tennessee, maybe.
What?
But if not, I think Tennessee could shock us, man. I really do. I think Tennessee could actually, bro. If Hendon Hook is a great quarterback, and they got their some really good wide receivers, man, and they do have a running backs and stuff. So I feel like Tennessee. I feel like that they could, man. I mean, I don't underestimate Tennessee. They played Alabama good last year, and they scored on Georgia and came out and scored on Georgia like it was none. So they do have talent, but I'm not gonna say that they make the playoffs this year, but they could. But I do think let's see, I say Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State, and I'm gonna say for the fourth, I'm gonna say either I don't know, Miami, maybe Baylor, somebody from the other conference. But I mean, I don't know. I think Tennessee gonna be a lot better this year, though. I don't think they're gonna be a pushover. I don't. What do you think, Bal? You was kind of shocked I said Tennessee there, but I mean,
So here's Brock's for I kind of made a list. Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State. I got you there. Miami. I'm pretty high on Miami. I like Baylor too. I don't get the Tennessee thing. I think they're going in the right direction, but you realize they got to win 11 games.
yeah, they do, and that's the thing about it. But I think they give Georgia a run for their money this year. I think it will come down to the wire. Georgia and Tennessee will come down to the wire this year.
Okay.
I do
Here's
think
my
that.
four. Yeah. Here's my four. Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia, and Clemson is who I got. One plays 4, 2 and 3 play each other. And I think it'll be Alabama, Ohio State. I just think it's that year.
So you think Georgia's going to make it again?
Here's my logic behind that. They're going to lose the SEC title to Alabama. Trust me on that.
Yeah.
I don't really see who on their schedule in the SEC East is going to be good enough to, challenge them is one thing, but actually win the game, that's another story. So, and the non-conference schedule is what? Oregon and Georgia Tech. They'll handle those teams. I just don't see where they slip up in the regular season. And if that's the case, they could lose the SEC championship. It be their only loss. They'll get in again. My personal opinion.
Yeah. So, do you think if they do get in, Alabama's going to end up playing them for the national championship once again?
No, I like Alabama and Ohio State for the Natty. I think Ohio State gets Georgia.
And so, Alabama. Do you think Clemson will knock off Georgia?
If just say
say Alabama and Georgia play, and Alabama beats them in the SEC championship for the second time in 2 years and back to back, and say they going to play Clemson. So I think they would be able to. Would they even let them play Clemson if Alabama knocks them off? The only way I think is if they don't lose a game. So
what's up?
What's up, Matthew?
How you doing?
Good. Let me ask you this right now, before the season starts next Saturday. I know we started yesterday, but it's week 0. Before we start SEC play and everything like that, who are your 4 playoff teams right now? If you had to, if the season were to end right now, who are you banking on?
Number 1, Ohio State. Number 2, Alabama. Number 3, Baylor. Number 4, Georgia. And the only reason why I say that is because I think Georgia will lose the SEC championship game. Baylor will have a Big 12 title, so they'll put Baylor ahead just for the fact of they don't want to see Bama versus Georgia 2 times in a row. And then it'll come down to Alabama versus Ohio State in the Natty, and Ohio State's going to take it all.
Okay. I had Alabama number 1, Ohio State 2, Georgia 3, and Clemson in there at 4. Brock had Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State, and then one of these 3 teams: Miami, Baylor, or Tennessee.
You know, Brent McMurphy, he said Miami number 4, but I agree with Baylor, but definitely not Tennessee. I don't know. The only way that Tennessee even remotely competes in the SEC is they would have to beat Georgia, which is not happening, and they would have to beat Bama, which is not happening. That's 2 losses automatic. I don't know if they're going to be able to compete with Florida.
Yeah, so I think Miami has a good chance, and I think Baylor has a good chance. So you could take out Tennessee there. Let's take out Tennessee, and I'm gonna say Miami has a better chance, but I don't know Baylor's schedule, so don't hold me on.
The easiest way for Miami to get into a Final Four spot, they would obviously have to beat Clemson, and then Clemson would have to lose to a Notre Dame team, or something like that, like a Notre Dame.
Yeah, I don't think fucking Miami's gonna beat Clemson even in the regular season. I don't.
They'd have to play Clemson twice.
Well, how about this? What if in the regular season, here's a scenario. What if Miami loses in the regular season to Clemson, gets payback in the conference championship, but Clemson also loses to Notre Dame, and they're 12-1? Do they make the playoffs?
Maybe.
So you say if Clemson loses to Notre Dame,
and then Miami gets their revenge on Clemson in the ACC title game, and they're 12-1. Do they have a shot at the playoffs?
Yes. You're talking about, does Miami have a shot?
Right.
Yes.
I think Miami could make it, but I think that if they lose to A&M and Clemson in the regular season, I don't think they will make it. I don't.
Well, A&M, I'm still not bought in on Jimbo
Their
Fisher. I'm not.
Their quarterbacks are horrible.
Well, they just named a starting quarterback in Haynes King.
Oh my God, we're gonna kill him! Holy shit, bro! Haynes King is garbage. He got 1 start last year, and Jimbo took him out. He is hot garbage. Oh,
well,
I'm excited.
He's the starter for Texas A&M.
Damn, I didn't see that. Thanks for the news.
Yeah, it was. It popped up. It popped up on the during the Vandy game last night. It popped up. It said
Bro,
Jimbo Fisher
Vandy
announces
beat
Haynes
the
King.
mother. Vandy killed Hawaii. Why did they even play that game? Vandy just came out there and fucking humiliated these Hawaiian boys. Like, the Vandy quarterback ran a touchdown down the sideline, and that shit was so funny, bro. Holy shit. It was 63-10, bro. That is insane. You know Hawaii's quarterback back, he should not be quarterback. He is hot fucking ass. He is garbage. He's worse than Stetson Bennett ever thought about being. Holy shit. Oh, like a dog shit.
Yeah.
But I think Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State, and the reason why this is the reason why I feel like even though Kirby, I'm gonna be honest, even though Kirby's a defensive mind coach, I think, even with Nolan Smith coming back and Jalen Carter, I just believe that defense is not going to be what people think it's going to be this year, and I believe it's going to come down to a lot of a Stetson Bennett and the offense. Now, if the offense is good, like they saying that, like I'm hearing, then maybe they could. Stetson Bennett could win it with his arm. I don't think so though.
What's up, Edward?
How you doing, Ballard? What's up, Mayhem Matthew? Brock, how's it going?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Not much. Well, I'll go ahead and say we're going to talk college football. I sort of agree with you there, Brock, with what you said there. But also, I want to say Notre Dame. I say they're gonna lose at least 2 games, and I say the 2 games: Ohio State and Clemson.
Yeah, I don't think Notre Dame has a chance for the playoffs at all.
They're going to have at least 2 losses. Notre Dame's going to lose, I say, Clemson and Ohio State. They're getting their doo-doo pushed in.
Yeah.
I don't even know why they're in the conversation. Like, why does even these sports people think that Notre Dame could even make it? Because Notre Dame, what was their record last season? I don't follow Notre Dame, so I don't know.
Maybe Ballard might know. Do you know Ballard? I'm not sure.
Maybe 10-2. Hold on.
Maybe 10-2. They'll probably do the same thing again this year, 10-2.
They were 11-1 in the regular season, and then they lost their bowl game. So 11-2.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
But I'm hearing Stetson Bennett got better, so I want to see how good Stetson Bennett plays this year.
Yeah, I think he'll do pretty well this year. I mean, I don't see why he would not.
Yeah, if he don't make mistakes like he did, last year,
right?
And he kind of controlled it at the end there in the national championship. Yeah. He didn't make but that one mistake, that they gave the Alabama the ball back. But he's kind of he was getting better at that. So maybe he's improved. I'm not knocking Stetson Bennett. I think he's like the best walk-on quarterback probably in a long time. So even before my time, I can't name a walk-on that won a fucking national championship.
You think Stetson Bennett's better than Baker Mayfield?
Ooh, that's hard. I mean, well, Baker Mayfield didn't win a national championship, right? So
right, but he did win the Heisman. I'm talking about just as a quarterback. I'm not talking about a team.
I think Baker Mayfield's better, a little bit better, anyways.
Here's a walk-on.
I don't think Stetson Bennett's the worst quarterback ever, but I do think he's just a game manageable quarterback. He's not like an elite quarterback. He's not a quarterback that can throw the ball to receivers way downfield. I mean, That I was so shocked. I'm gonna be honest. I was shocked that he made that beautiful throw to AD Mitchell. That was a beautiful throw. I ain't gonna lie. That was a nice throw.
Yeah.
Great throw. But if he could do that a lot more, you have a better chance of winning. And he can get his receivers going, man. I'm telling you, Georgia has pretty good receivers, but
They do.
You got to have a good quarterback because the receiver's not going to trust the quarterback, And
I agree.
that's why Jermaine Burton left, because he
Jermaine
wasn't
Burton
getting the
left.
ball like he.
Jermaine Burton left because we had 5 or 6 other Jermaine Burtons, and he thought that he wasn't going to get to be a 1,000-yard receiver. That's why he left.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I think he had more yards than anybody on the wide receiver. My understanding, he had more yards. He was the top wide receiver. So far, had more yards.
Right, with a little over 400. And I mean, we
I
had
think AD
Blaylock.
was behind him.
I mean, Blaylock was injured. Arian Smith was injured. We didn't have Arik Gilbert. We didn't have. I mean, Lad McConkey. He shared a lot of reps. I mean, as far as the NFL goes, if you want to be a really good quarterback, you got to
Man, y'all got to use Lad McConkey more. He is a good wide receiver.
Yes.
He's a good player. He's very fast too. I like the way he played in the SEC championship against Alabama. So he's good. But to me, the best player that Georgia has is Brock Bowers. If you ask me, Brock Bowers is the best player that Georgia has. And if you ask me right now, do I think that Georgia would have still won the national title if they didn't have Brock Bowers? That would be a hard question to say. No to, because he's a big part of that offense, and he showed that last year. So
I mean, we gotta put a little bit. See, I was the worst Stetson Bennett hater. I was even a bigger hater of Stetson Bennett than Uncle Lewis. But I will say this: I have changed my mind. And I got to give Stetson Bennett his credit. And he's not a great quarterback, but he's not hot doo doo either. I mean, the man,
no,
the man has gotten stronger during the offseason, and we all got to remember this. I mean, he has a way better wide receiving core than he did last year. A lot of them were freshmen playing last year. Now they're sophomores. And we even have Blaylock, which is either a junior or senior. I can't remember. But we have a lot more talent on the receiving core and tight ends, right? So I just don't see how he – and also he's graduated from college. He's not taking any college classes. So I don't know if I'm going to sit there and say that he's going to be the same as last year. I think he's definitely going to get better. I mean, he had the whole offseason not to focus on school, but only strictly football. So everything points in the direction of he's going to get better. And he won a national title. And I think that offense is going to be better. I think we bring back Tate Rutledge that got hurt in the Clemson game, and he was hurt all year. He was our best offensive lineman. He comes back this year. And a lot of people say the defense is going to fall off. I don't believe it.
Well, I don't think they're going to fall off like tremendously. But I do think, it's going to, I'm going to say like, the middle season, the more they play this year, they'll get better. But they're going to make mistakes because they're young and they haven't seen the field. Like it's an unexperienced defense right now. But I do think with y'all having Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith, I think that they will help. They will train these younger guys, as the season goes. You know what I'm saying? So I still think Georgia will have, yes, a top 5 defense, but I don't think they will have the elite defense that they had last year. So
You're
I do
you're
think
right.
they have top 5.
You're right. I don't see anybody scoring 30 points on Georgia.
And no, not in the East. But I think I'm not gonna say I think y'all give up 17 points a game, maybe, something like that, maybe 17, 18 points. It's just I'm not too sold on the running backs that y'all got because they're like they get hurt a lot. So I know y'all got Branson Robinson, and trust me, he's a stud. He's huge. He's freaking massacre.
Guy's
You know
a
what I'm saying?
beast.
But yeah, he's a beast.
He's a
Kinda
running
like,
back, isn't he?
yeah.
Okay.
He
yeah, he's a beast.
he's huge. But yeah, that was a great get for Georgia
But
right there.
we really didn't use our running backs like we used to, or what Georgia's used to doing last year, and we won a title. So I don't know.
I mean,
Go ahead.
Alabama last year. You see what I'm saying? This is what I wanna bring up. I'm not bringing up no excuses, but every one of Alabama's running backs got hurt during the season. Before the end of the season, they got hurt. Jace McClellan got hurt. He was out for the whole season. Roydell Williams got hurt, out for the whole season. And I think they got hurt in like the 7th or 8th game of the year, somewhere in there. So Alabama,
Well, just imagine
at
this.
the end, they had Brian Robinson, who still had 1,300 yards.
Well, just imagine this. Right before the season, right before you play a top 5 Clemson team, right? And
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we didn't know how they were going to be at the beginning of the season, but you lose pretty much every single one of your wide receivers due to injury. You have you're playing JT Daniels, which we found out after the game that he was playing hurt the whole game, and we had some defensive injuries as well. And then we still go undefeated in the regular season and win a national title.
Right.
I mean, the next what I'm trying to say is next man stands up. I mean, the second string should be at Alabama, at Georgia, at Clemson, at Oklahoma. These top tier teams, the second string should be just as good as your first. I mean, that's just my opinion.
That's fair.
But what I was saying, Brian Robinson, he had to carry, the ball most of the time because our second Trey Sanders, he has been like through rehab. He had a car accident. He almost lost his life, and so he hasn't ever since he came to Alabama, he hasn't been breakout running back yet because of what he's going through. And this year he said he is 100%. He's back to himself. So I'm excited to see Trey Sanders back, number 6, our running back, and also all the other guys that were hurt last year. So Alabama has 6 running backs this year on roster. Yes, 6 running backs, fucking 4 or 5 different quarterback in the room, and they got freaking several wide receivers. I mean, I just it's just crazy how this YouTube Georgia fan, his name is Colt Gotti. I don't know if y'all follow him, but he said that Alabama wide receivers are not going to be good as last year.
Oh God,
I don't understand that. How can you say that? I mean, we don't just have Jermaine Burton. People just say we have just Jermaine Burton. Man, we have Ja'Cory Brooks, Trayshawn Holden. I understand Trayshawn Holden wasn't as good as last year, but he was a freshman last year. Trayshawn Holden was a freshman. He's a junior this year. So, I mean, Trayshawn Holden is supposed to break out this season at wide receiver, and also Ja'Cory Brooks. He's going to be a big wide receiver for Alabama this year, and Jermaine Burton. He's probably our number one wide receiver. That's if Tyler Harrell don't get on the field, because if Tyler Harrell gets on the field,
Oh, it's over.
it's over.
Yeah, basically
Because-
he'll be wreaking havoc on that field, so it's done.
Man, I promise you, if Tyler Harrell gets on the field,
Yeah,
he is 10 times better than Jamison Williams, and 10
Oh,
times faster.
bull crap.
He is faster than Jamison Williams.
He's not better. Just because you can run faster. Arian Smith is the fastest in the whole country. That doesn't mean he's better than Jordan Addison or Mario Williams or whoever you want to say. I mean, Arian Smith is the fastest in the country.
Are you saying about route running? Is that what you're saying? His route?
Right.
Is that what you mean?
Right. Being a wide receiver.
I mean, he, hey.
I mean, look where Jalen Waddle is right now. He in the NFL. Look how quick that guy is. And he played for you guys, Brock, I think. Didn't he? I think he did.
I mean, when you talk about Tyler Harrell, this guy averages 29 point something yards per catch last year. 29. Who in the hell in college football averages 29 point some yards?
I don't know when he do it.
Who averaged that many yards?
think.
Not even Jamison Williams did average that many yards. He averages like 19 or 20. This guy averages 29. 29. He is very explosive.
Yards, man.
Yeah, he's explosive. So I'm just saying, if Tyler Harrell plays like we want him to, like Nick Saban said, he's just got to get him ready because, you know, he's kind of being slow, you know, trying to learn everything right now. But when he gets the hang of it, you know,
he's
going to be in there. Yeah, he's going to be in there. And I understand, you know, Jameson, he could juke the shit out of you, Jameson Williams. But I think Tyler Harrell can too. Yeah. You know, I understand, you know, people say, oh, he come from Louisville. He's not what you think. Just like Jahmyr Gibbs. Man, Jahmyr Gibbs could win the Heisman this year. If you don't believe it. Jahmyr Gibbs? What?
Isn't Bryce Young up for the Heisman this year?
Bijan Robinson's better.
I actually agree with you.
Wait, isn't Bryce Young up for the Heisman this year?
He's the defending Heisman champion.
Oh, yeah, so he's already won it?
I think Bryce Young's going to win the Heisman this year too. And I think
I wonder if he's up for the running. Okay.
I just think CJ Stroud is not going to outplay Bryce Young.
Oh.
Well, Bryce Young is not going to win the Heisman back-to-back. And CJ Stroud is my favorite to win only because, I mean, I look at Ohio State, and I think they are a complete team. I think their defense is going to get much better, especially their defensive coordinator that they bring in, Jim Knowles.
I don't think so because this defensive coordinator just came in. So I don't think you're going to make an immediate impact off the defense.
I mean,
Alan, I'm going to take off. You have a good night. Brock, Mayhem, it's good talking with you guys. To let you guys know, I'll be live tonight at 8 p.m., so y'all feel free to come on through.
All right. Bet. I'm going to come through.
Yep. All y'all welcome. Have a good one.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right.
What's the name of his show? Because I don't know. I'll have to subscribe to him. I don't really know.
It's Edward the Trash Talker.
All right. Continue because you was talking.
But I think, you're right. I don't think he's going to make a big, impact on it. But I mean, with a little bit of discipline, and we don't really know. I mean, this is with the whole NIL and all that stuff, and transfers and stuff like that. This is like to me, this is my opinion, this is kind of like one of the first years that we're going to actually see, can Jim Knowles make a big impact?
Right. Yeah. Just like, last year Alabama's O-line was terrible. I do think it's going to be it's improved because Nick Saban did say it has improved, since Eric Wolford got there. But I don't think it's going to be, like a elite offensive line. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be a little bit better enough that Bryce Young has enough time to throw the ball and he's not blitzed and pressured all game long like he was last season. So, but yeah, Ohio State, if they do have a better defense, I think they do make the playoffs. But if they don't have no defense, they're not making the fucking playoffs. I'm sorry. And Clemson, I think they make it because of their elite defense that they have. Their defensive line is really fucking good, I'm hearing. So, yeah, I think Clemson will make it this year. And a lot of people are high on Clemson, so I damn sure think that Clemson is going to bounce back this year. But I think I don't know. I just think Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State, and the only reason why I'm not putting Georgia is because I don't trust Stetson Bennett, even though he won a championship. I don't, because I think the defense helped him a lot last year. So I don't know. But I do think Georgia will be. They're going to be favored in every game, just like Alabama. So, I mean, Stetson Bennett could do it, but it remains to be seen. Just like Alabama's O-line remains to be seen. So, I'm excited to see the improvement that Nick Saban's talking about on that offensive line, and I don't know. I do think. My understanding, Georgia's defensive coordinator now is Muschamp, or if I'm not correct, you can correct me on that. But Dan Lanning, with him leaving, I think it's going to affect a little bit, but not affect it bad. But it's going to be a different probably defense, because I'm not sure about. I do know Muschamp's a great defensive mind too, so because he was at Alabama before. What do you think, Ballard, of what I'm saying? I mean, you think Georgia's still gonna have not a great defense, but a good defense, even though Dan Lanning gone?
Number one, Glenn Schumann is co-defensive coordinator with Will Muschamp, and Glenn Schumann was already coaching the defense with Dan Lanning right after during the playoffs and during the national championship. So you seen what Glenn Schumann was doing there. I don't think I got any problems. Will Muschamp, he's not a good head coach, but some people are just meant to be a coordinator, and I do think Will Muschamp is a top 5 defensive coordinator in the country right now. So I ain't got no problems.
Yeah, Will Muschamp, he's a great defensive.
Whenever you look at it. Whenever you look at the 2020 season that Georgia had, they averaged 12 points per game. The 2021 season, they averaged 10 points per game. Kirby Smart's one of the best defensive-minded coaches in the country. One of the best. I'm not saying the best, but one of the best. It's hard for me to see a huge drop off. I think they're still top 5. I still think they're number 2 or number 3, behind probably Bama and Clemson. I don't
Yeah.
see any other defense that can take Georgia and be a better defense than Georgia's besides Clemson and Alabama. Alabama returns 8 defensive starters, and whenever you return that many starters on defense and you have the best defensive minded coach in Nick Saban and the best head coach of all time, yeah, you're going to be probably the best.
Yeah, but I mean, it's going to be between Alabama and Clemson. So I mean, my understanding, Clemson has the best, but to me, if you got Will Anderson, Dallas Turner, and Chris Boswell, and all that defense Alabama's got, I just think with all that coming back, I think that it's going to be hard to score on Alabama this year. I do. I'm just saying.
I think it's also going to be one of those defenses that is going to be, which this is what I want to see from them, because I don't think we've had bad defense the past couple of years. I have seen a lot of inconsistency. I think this year you'll see consistency, and I also think you see improvement as the season goes along. What's up, Dominic?
What's up, Ballard? Been a while. Sorry I've been gone for so long. I've had to get some stuff out of the way.
It's fine.
Yeah, but it's good to be back. But dang, that Northwestern game was a fun one to watch for me.
Yeah.
Who you a fan of, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm sorry?
Who are you a fan of? What team?
In college football, Virginia.
Oh, Virginia Mountaineers?
Yeah. No, the Virginia Cavaliers.
Oh yeah, Cavaliers. That's what they call them.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know much about Virginia, but I think they struggled last year, didn't they?
Yeah, we struggled.
Don't y'all have a new head coach?
Us Virginia Cavaliers, we do, but I can't quite remember the new coach name for the Cavaliers.
He came from Clemson.
Oh, yeah, I know, but I can't remember his name.
Tony Elliott.
Tony Elliott. Thank you, Ballard. Yes, his name is Tony Elliott. Thanks, Ballard.
So Virginia Cavaliers play Miami this year. I seen that.
Mm-hmm. We have to play Miami, or as the Hurricanes fans say, it's all about the U. Get that?
Yeah. Hey, I promise you, if y'all beat Miami, I am gonna fucking laugh my ass off because they're talking so much shit this year, saying how good they're gonna be and how good their quarterback is. But they were like Alabama only beat them last year because they didn't have the quarterback that they got now, and they said that they got a new coach and they just think they're gonna fucking just whoop everybody's
Those Miami
ass.
Hurricanes fans could say all they want. I ain't got time for that.
I mean, hey, Matthew, what do you think, bro? You think Miami's gonna just go undefeated? I don't.
I don't think that either.
Virginia has a good offense, good QB. Yeah, we have a good offense and a good QB, so we might have a chance.
I don't think Miami is back. Yeah, but I do believe Mario Cristobal in the next couple of years will get them to
maybe.
No. But maybe a ACC title. Pretty much what Mark Richt did. I mean, that's probably what the ceiling for Miami is under Mario.
I'm gonna call Miami goes 9-3 this year. Is what I got.
9-3, 9-3, possibly.
Wait,
8-4.
who you got who you got them losing to besides Texas A&M and Clemson? Because I got them losing to both of them.
North Carolina.
Yeah, didn't they lose big to North Carolina last year?
Yes.
What was the score? Ballard, can you tell me?
I have no clue. But
it was 45-42.
Oh, well, it was close, but
Yeah,
they still
and
lost.
Hummus Hero says Virginia has a good offense, good QB. They might improve in the ACC this year. We might. Who knows?
I heard Virginia has a good quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if we somehow make it to the ACC title game. I'll be just mind blown if we
Man,
somehow can do
that
it.
would be crazy.
Yeah, I know.
It was
Well,
I think if
I'm gonna just say one thing because SEC dog, said something in the chat. He says, "How all of a sudden does Pete Golding have a top 2 defense?" Well, like I said, they returned 8 players, and you have Nick Saban as the head coach. Nick Saban has always had great defenses.
I mean,
No
I'll
matter
say this.
and
stop
in
hating,
total
my brother.
defense. In total defense, I'm not an Alabama fan. I'm a Georgia fan. I think Georgia and Bama is going to have very similar defenses this year. I think Bama is probably going to have just a little bit better defense only because of their returning starters and Nick Saban. You can never count Nick Saban out. But it's last year total defense under Pete Golding. Total defense, they were top 10. So it's not all of a sudden.
I mean, when you bring back the best player in college football, I mean, he's going to be even better this year. Will Anderson, he had 17 and a half sacks, 34 tackles for loss. Come on. And he had several rushing quarterback runs. So, I mean, he just – and Dallas Turner, he is close. He is not Will Anderson, but he is a freak out there, man.
Yeah,
Dallas Turner is good. And so I just really, Sec Dog, I'm gonna just say this, bro. Alabama's gonna have a top 2 defense this year. And whether you like it or not, Georgia's gonna still have a top 5, and they probably will have top 3. But Alabama's gonna either have the best defense or the number 2 defense. And that's because of what they bring back, like Matthew said. And when you bring back Will Anderson, Dallas Turner, Jordan Battle, Brian Branch, Malachi Moore's coming back too. He was hurt last year. You bring back, that defense is going to be really good this year. And I mean, you can't doubt Nick Saban, man.
Cannot doubt him at all. He's the GOAT.
No. Yeah, and Deion Sanders said that the other day when he was talking to Nick Saban on ESPN. He said, "I don't care what nobody says about Nick Saban. He is the GOAT."
That's exactly what I just said.
Yeah, but he was he is the GOAT.
I want to respond to SEC Dog. Number one, I never said everyone was going 70-0. I didn't say Bama was going to, shut out everybody. I didn't say they had the greatest position. I didn't say they had great positions and everything. What I said was, somebody has to be the best defense. Somebody has to be the second best. Somebody has to be third best. And I think that order is probably Clemson, Bama, and Georgia. Don't count out Wisconsin and don't count out Oklahoma State. I think them are the top 5 best defenses coming into 2022, in my opinion. But I don't know. I think as a Georgia fan, as a Georgia fan, I want Georgia to have the best position. I want Georgia to have best defense. I want Georgia to win the national championship 5 years in a row. I want all that stuff, but being realistic, I do think Bama's going to have slightly better defense. That's just what I believe. I think Georgia's offensive line. How about this, SEC Dog? I think Georgia's offensive line is number 1 in the country. You can't change my mind. So,
yeah, that's true.
There you go.
Yeah, Georgia's offensive line is number 1 in the country.
Yeah, but never count out Ohio State either. They could have a trick or two up their sleeve. You know what I mean? Never count out Ohio State.
Yeah, their offense is going to be really good. I agree. But if it's Alabama and Ohio State, not just saying as an Alabama fan because I'm an Alabama fan, but I've seen Ohio State when they've had explosive offenses, and Alabama still come out big. So you know,
I got a question for SEC dog. Just because we haven't played a game yet, that don't mean I can't have a opinion on what I think is going to happen. Come on now.
Come on, SEC dog.
I mean that's his opinion, sake dog. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, he's Matthew's smart, say dog, because he don't think that Georgia's just gonna fucking have the best everything this year. It's not gonna happen, bro.
Dog. Like,
I mean,
come
y'all
on,
had a great
son.
run last year, but it's not gonna happen 2 years in a row, bro. The way you think it's gonna happen is not.
Yeah,
It's hard to repeat. Do you not understand? It's very hard to repeat.
It is.
It can be done. But a lot of shit's got to happen, bro. A lot of shit's got to happen first.
Yeah,
that's all I'm
stuff's
saying.
Gonna happen. Like, come on, son. I'm pretty sure Ballard gets it. What I just said. Come on, son.
Thank you. Even human hero over here, whoever he is, in the comments, he said Alabama should have the best defense because what they bring back. They should.
I mean, as a Virginia fan, I respect Alabama. Come on.
Yeah, I think they should. But Clemson is a challenge, and Georgia's a challenge. So,
Can I say something about Clemson for a minute?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, what I saw from Clemson last year, they had a stacked offensive line. And if that stays the same, I think they might have a shot of going to the national championship.
No. Hold on. Stop. I think what you meant to say was defensive line, because their offensive line was one of the worst I've ever seen.
I meant to say defensive line. Gosh dang it. What was I thinking? Man, come on. Come on.
Ballard, you had to stop that.
SEC dog. I didn't have SEC dog. I did not have Clemson in my Final Four, by the way.
Did I seriously mess that up? Are you joking
Who's
with me
their
right
quarterback?
now?
Well, it's probably going to be DJ, but just like y'all think Stetson Bennett's better this year, DJ could be better this year. Anybody can improve. So, let's just don't say Stetson Bennett has improved and not DJ just because he played for Clemson and you hate Clemson. You know what I'm saying?
SEC dog is the type of person where we can't have no opinions about anything until Georgia or Alabama or Clemson or anybody plays a game.
Dang.
Yeah, that's crazy. So I guess all the YouTubers and sports people on ESPN can't have their opinion either. I guess.
He's saying that SEC dog is saying that we cannot talk about who's going to have the best O-line, who's going to have this, and who's going to have that until we play a game. We can't have any predictions or any opinions about it, and I don't agree with that.
Sake Dog keeps talking about, and some Georgia fans, and Matthew, you haven't said nothing about it, which is
I never said anything about it either.
But I'm just saying, a lot of Georgia fans been saying all season, Alabama's O-line was trash. We understand that, but understand Alabama had a trash O-line and still beat Georgia, and they still made it to the end. So let's don't worry about Alabama's O-line. Let's see what it does this year.
Yeah.
Let's put that behind us.
What did they do in the national championship last year? Lose to the dogs. I get that. Come on.
SEC dog, you said talking like it's week 8 or so, bro. We don't know nothing yet. That's what you said. That's exactly what you said.
SEC dog. Come on.
But I think Georgia's offensive line is going to be number 1 in the country. I think Georgia's defense is probably going to be somewhere in the top 5. I think Alabama's going to be somewhere in the top 5. Clemson somewhere in the top 5. Oklahoma State and Wisconsin. There's your top 5 in no particular order. But I mean, that's just my opinions. And the season has started, bro. I mean, the season started. you got to understand that. I mean, we're fans. We're talking about what we think is going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's why I like the Touchdown Tuesdays, is because it's nothing but predictions.
This guy said Brock Watson, Bama and Ohio State are 1-1 in the playoffs. You are aware of that, right? I mean, yeah, but you see what Alabama, how bad they beat Ohio State in 2020? I mean,
hey, bro,
come on.
Ballard,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go, but thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm fixing it in the.
All right,
in the-
Matthew, take care, bro. Nice talk to you.
You got anything else before we end the stream?
No, I'm about to get off here because I gotta get something to eat and stuff. But I'll holler at you. I'm gonna be on Kangaroo Black show tonight, so
Yeah, man.
I'll holler at you though. Roll
See ya,
Tide.
Roll
All right,
Tide.
man.
All right. Great conversation as always. Appreciate Brock, Dominic, and Mayhem for coming on this afternoon. Sorry it's in Nebraska, but you guys really need to fire Scott Frost. Yeah. Expect some good previews this upcoming week. A lot of great content coming your way. Don't forget tomorrow night, the Unprofessional Sports Show with myself and TikTok Chess Hall, going to be on his channel. We're doing it on Monday nights, at least for right now. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. It should be good. I'm going to get some preview videos out this week. And I think this evening I'm going to try to work on some notes. I might even go ahead and record, but we'll see what happens. I'm at least going to do the notes for Tidal Wave Talk with Alabama and Utah State. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. He's got a great plan. Please like, comment, and subscribe right here to Ballard Sports Media for more sports content. And until next time, folks, Ballard Sports Media, checking out. See y'all.